Well. We are back with another episode now. As I already mentioned, there will be incomings, but there are some outgoings which you would not like. Yes, in this episode, we're going to talk about the departure of Salah Mhand, Salah Olad Mhand. Of course, we're going to talk about Hector Bellerin. Well, another club is interested in bringing in Hector Bellerin, but also we're going to talk about another winger. Is it a possibility? Yes, it is. And of course, Yuri Tielemans, another big update coming your way. And if you seek daily Arsenal content, the best place to be, consider subscribing, because why not? Yeah, why not? It's going to be a blockbuster of the next 13 to 14 days left in this transfer market. But first, another departure which you may not like, or like you may not, believe it. So Hull City have agreed a deal to sign Salah Olad Mhan, yes, on a loan deal with an option to buy. It could be made permanent next season, by the end of this season. So yes, the player's desire to play for Hull City is understood to have been a significant factor for this deal to even occur. Confirmed by Baz Cooper. Yes, he is the Hull City correspondent of the Hull Daily Mail. So that's the update regarding. He was a very interesting young lad when Arsenal signed him, but let's see. It's not completely done yet. He's got to be successful there, and yeah, Hull City will then pull the trigger and buy him if that's a possibility. Promising young lad. Let's talk about someone who is desperately wanting to go to a club, and there are clubs interested in him. So Udinese are aiming to replace their right back Brandon Soppy with Hector Bellerin. However, there is competition for the player, that reports Gianluca Di Marzio, but it's not done yet, because calciomercato.it say that Udinese have offered Hector Bellerin 1 year deal. Yes, only 1 year deal. And it's been laughed off by the player and the agent. Yes, the player and the agent don't want that deal to happen, but it looks like Udinese might come up with a better offer. And what? Offering Hector Bellerin 1 year deal. Apparently, he'd rather wait for Betis, man. That's embarrassing in itself. Moving on, so Fabio Vieira and Emil Smith-Rowe have both been, they both were withdrawn after first 45 minutes when they played for under 21s, replaced by Kerjan Catalan, who came back after an injury, and of course, Mauro Bandera as well. So yes, that's they got their very crucial 45 minutes, which is very important apparently. Moving on, so big breaking from Sam Jadine regarding Gabriel Jesus, but first let's talk about Charlie Patino. Well, yes, Charles Watts says that early signs looking really quite good with Patino's injury. Nothing quite significant. He was at Arsenal yesterday, but then returned back to Blackpool. He'll be sidelined for a bit, but it doesn't look like anything properly long-term. That's a big positive given the big impact he's made on loan already. So yes, Charlie Patino is already a fan favourite in Blackpool, so let that move on. But this is Lacazette's heat map of Arsenal versus Leicester game. 2-0 victory for Arsenal last season. If you can see, look at the directness, and not anything wide in the wider areas to provide. And this is Gabriel Jesus' heat map in Arsenal's 4-2 victory. That itself is crazy, isn't it? Don't you think so? Well, Sam Jadine has got a proper update regarding this. He says that Jesus said, "I'm not a robot that stays put. I move around. I want to fight and I want to compete." Of course he does. Look at him. Look at that bloody heat map. We were missing a bloody striker of his caliber, and we had Lacazette. My God. Well, Cuca, Gabriel Jesus' coach at Palmeiras, says he's a different kind of centre forward. He's a dream come true for any coach. Tactically speaking, he combines speed and strength, so he can adapt to any role you ask him. A player like him cannot be restricted to one side of the pitch. And against Leicester on Saturday, Jesus became the first player to score more than once on his Premier League debut for Arsenal. He also registered 2 assists, making him the first Arsenal player in a decade to score 2 and assist 2 in the same league game. That is phenomenal. Now, this is Gabriel Jesus as a centre forward. Well, now I'm going to tell you about Gabriel Jesus as a leader. Now, Gabriel Jesus, it was his idea earlier this week to bring the Brazilian players together for a celebratory photo with returning Arsenal woman player Rafael Souza, who she had actually captained Brazil for the, I think, Copa America Femenina title this summer. It was Gabriel Jesus. How clever is that? And Jesus has become the senior figure in the Arsenal Brazilian circle. Younger players look up to him and he has been looking after them. At training ground, he has been heard urging Marquinhos, the 19-year-old winger, to focus on learning English as quickly as possible. So Sam J. Dean really opening the lid, and we came to know this part of Gabriel Jesus. Oh my God, I'm in love with him. I cannot find any reasons to hate him in the first place. But I mean, I don't know. Lord is giving me more reasons to love him, and I can't just keep calm, man. That's really cool. Also, as per Ben Browning says, as per Kaya Kanak, it was Mikel Arteta's request to play Fabio Vieira on the right hand side of the pitch for the under 21s. They wanted him to play on that side of the pitch, says Mehmet Ali. So let's see if he could add more value on that part of the pitch. Also, the Gunners are hopeful of completing more incoming business this summer, says Kaya Kanak as well. So interesting things coming closer. But OGC Nice are getting closer to signing Pepe, according to Sacha Tavuleri. I said this before, but here's another report from RMC Sport that say that Nice are interested in loaning out Nicolas Pepe from Arsenal. Arsenal like the idea, and they could even, the player's salary will not be a problem, because it looks like Arsenal might be paying a small portion of it to make that happen. Also, Mate Moreto says that Hector Bellerin is one of the options on Barcelona's right back list, but he's not a priority. So we move on. Also, Telefootball say that Jesus has taken more touches in the first two games combined. 104 touches in just two games. Lacazette took 93 touches in his last four starts last season. Jesus has also challenged for more duels and won more of those duels in two games for Arsenal than Laka did in his final 5 starts for the club. Oh my God, we were missing out. So much. That is crazy stats. Oh wow, we deserve. We had Aubameyang declining. We had Lacazette. We deserve Gabriel Jesus, man. You who's watching this, you deserve Gabriel Jesus at Arsenal, man. Wow. Can't believe it. Whew. Anyways, so Fabrizio Romano says the midfielder, it has always been Tielemans at the top of the list for Arsenal, but still no official bid to Leicester. I'm told Arsenal are still focused on outgoings. The roles they have been following are a midfielder and a winger. Arsenal have a good strategy. In January they wanted a striker, but they didn't waste money on a player that they did not trust because they couldn't get Vlahovic. They waited and got Jesus in the summer. So yes, I think it's a win-win for us. I mean, a player who literally did not even react. Who did not even react. So I think we're happy. We're happy with what we have. So let's move on with this. Yeah. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Let me know what you guys think about that. Yes, more incomings, but first outgoings. I think this transfer drama is definitely going to the final day. Deadline day deal, we are going to have it. Which one? We don't know yet. Well, now I'll make my move. See you. Cheers. And you have a good one.